Hey guys, welcome to Stamping with Charlene on YouTube. I thought I had all the bugs worked out, but I can't find myself on YouTube, so I have no idea if you're seeing this or not. So if anybody wants to, let me see if I can find it on here. If I'm going live, let me just refresh. One of these days I'll figure out technology. Maybe Neil can come in here if he sees me live to let me know that it's working. But what I'm excited to share with you tonight, see my alternative little monitor keeps crashing, so I have no idea if you can see me or not. But regardless, it is recording, so I will go ahead and I will do everything I have planned, and then we'll just see what happens. Let me just hit the YouTube button again and see if that will work. I promise that this will be perfected. Anyway, welcome. I have some announcements tonight. I have notes all over the place. Oh, first, I want you to stay until the end. I told you that I am previewing the brand new Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine tonight, and stay till the end because you will be able to find out how you won't have to wait until September 1st to be able to purchase it. You can purchase it now for a reduced amount and get it for free shipping. It's a great way to be able to purchase it, so stay until the end of the video, the end of the tutorial, and I will tell you how you can do that. It is August 18th, which means you have a couple more weeks to redeem all of your bonus coupons that you earned in July during bonus days. So make sure you do that. Make sure you enter the coupon code with your order at you can go to stampinwithcharlene.com and there's a link on there, or you can go to charlenestamps.stampinup.net. There are plenty of different ways to be able to order. All of the links are below, and I also have a list of the supplies that I'm going to use tonight linked below. What else is down there? Oh, also a direct link to be able to, when you see how you'll be able to purchase the machine is also on there. So let me just show you the cards that I'm making tonight. Now, at first glance, these cards look like the same exact card. But if you look closer, okay, there's a message that people are waiting. Is it not working? Can anybody see me? Neil, can you see me? Okay, well, at least it's recording, so if you can't see me, then you'll be able to watch the replay. Okay, so as I was saying, both of these cards look the same, but if you look closer, one of them, they have different backgrounds. So on this card here, I used the Magnolia 3D background, and here's just a sample of that so you can see how that is embossed with the Magnolia 3D embossing folder. And this one here has the woodland background. So you can see that I use the woodland background. This is just our standard embossing folder. So the reason I'm previewing the Stampin', the new Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine is because it's an easier, streamlined way to cut with our regular dies, to emboss with our 3D embossing folders, and to emboss with our standard embossing folders. So the cards tonight incorporate all of that. The Magnolia right here uses just our standard die, and then the background for this card, which is the Magnolia 3D embossing folder, well, I'll show you how to use the plates for that, and then I will also show you how to use the plates for the regular embossing folder. Hit me up, Adrian, please, with another text to let me know if you can see this. And the first thing I'm going to do is introduce you to the fabulous new machine. It is absolutely gorgeous. It has this, it's a very light grayish white color, and it has the beautiful Stampin' Up logo imprinted on it on both sides of the machine. It has this nice ergonomically correct handle, and what I love about this is that it's compact, so it's much easier for storage. You can just shove it on your shelf like this. It takes up way less space, and it does have the handle here, so you can store it so that the handle is sticking out, but it's compact. And what you do is you just unhinge the sides. They just go up and down, make a little click noise, but that's okay. And open it up just like you would with our other Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. What I love about this is when you do receive yours in the mail and you open the box, you will receive the instructions on how to put it together, and then it also goes on to explain to you how to use the plates. But what's so great about it is that the plates are all numbered at the top. 1, 2, 3. There's 2 3 plates, a 4, and there is a number 5 plate coming. It is not available to order yet. The number 5 plate is the magnetic platform, but it's not available yet. So, without further ado, let's see this brand new fabulous machine in action. The first thing that I'm going to do is use from the Magnolia memory die set is the large Magnolia die. So this would be considered a flat die. And to make a flat die, if you look at your number 1 plate, it explains on here how to use the plates and the different numbers that you need to use when you're using the flat die, a 3D embossing folder, or a regular embossing folder. So since I am using a thin die, I'm going to follow all of the directions that are up here, using with thin dies. And it logically makes sense. The thinner the object that you're going to use in the machine, the more layers you need to put. So I'm going to start with number 1, and then I'm going to add the number 2 plate on top of that. And it says the number 2 plate is to be used when you use a thin die. And now you don't have to keep going back to look at number 1 because the directions are also on number 2. So I have my number 1 die down, my number 1 plate. Here's my number 2 plate. I'm going to just set this here on the edge of the machine. The next thing I'm going to do is add my number 3 plate to that. And then, just following along on the pictures, I'm going to add my cardstock. I'm going to add my die. And then I am going to add the next number 3 plate. So I just built my sandwich. However, the benefits of this machine are that the plates are numbered and it makes sense. You don't have to scramble and look at 100 different things to remember what plate do I use with what die or embossing folder. It's so much more user-friendly. So now I am just going to run it through the machine, and I want you to hear that you can't hear it. Do you hear how it's just so, it works so much more smoothly than our other die cut machine. You only have to, it's heavier, there's more, is torque the right word in here? To be able to make it run more smoothly. This is also, the base of it is also more stable. I found with my with the other Stampin' Up! Die cut machine, it wiggled quite a bit, where this one is flatter on the bottom, which lets it be more stable. Now, you can only use cardstock in this. You cannot use any other material, and you only need to run it through one time. But I just want you to make sure that you know that you can only use one piece of cardstock. And there you have it. Now, of course, because this is live TV, I used the wrong piece of paper for this experiment, but that's okay. So now pretend that I use this paper and we just die cut out this beautiful magnolia, and we'll get back to this in a minute. So that is how you do the thin die. Now, to do our regular embossing folder, which is I'm using the Woodlands Textured Impressions embossing folder. On this one, because I'm adding some more height, because this is thicker than the thin die, I am going to remove the number 2 plate. I don't need this anymore because the embossing folder adds the height that this added. So I'm going to remove that. And if you have any questions about this, all you need to do is look on your number 1 plate. I'm using the standard embossing folder. So I look at the little picture over here. I need to use the number 1 plate. I need to use a number 3 plate. And then I have to put my, I will put this piece of cardstock in there. This is just a little scrap that I have since I kind of just used the wrong piece. Put your piece of paper, line it up in your embossing folder like that. Put it on top of the number 3 plate, and then put your next number 3 plate on there, the regular Textured Impressions embossing folder in there. And it's so much easier to turn this. I know a lot of people that have had arthritis or problems have told me that it's difficult to use the old embossing machine. I'm not going to guarantee this, but I can already tell you that this one is much more, okay, what we're going to do is the 3D embossing folder. And with this one, like I said, it makes logical sense. The thicker the material that you're putting through the machine, the less plates you need. So for the 3D embossing folder, you only need plate 1. You need your 3D embossing folder. And let me get my cardstock here. You need your 3D embossing folder, your cardstock. And I am going to line this up along the bottom line on the 3D embossing folder. Like that. And run it through. So I'm only going to need my number 1 plate and my number 4 plate. That's it for the 3D embossing folder. Run this through. Just hold on to the top, and it is so much easier to use. It's not the easiest, but it's easier. And then you come out with this gorgeous, if you can see how beautiful, this is the Magnolia 3D embossing folder. And that's how easy it is to use the machine. So this is the new machine. It's fabulous. I'll give you the 2-second review now. I love it because it's compact. You can travel with it, not that we're traveling to cropping or card making classes anymore, But if that were a possibility right now, it's easy to transport because it has an ergonomically friendly handle. What I wanted you to know was that you can purchase this now by joining my team. You can get it for $99 as opposed to $120, which is what it would cost if you waited until September 1st. And then you would have to buy it with, you would have to pay shipping and all that kind of stuff. But if you purchase it now, then, if you purchase it now by joining my team, it's only $99 with free shipping. You can't go wrong. I have listed on my blog, if you go to my blog, join my team, or look at the link below where it says join my team, you never have to do anything else ever again. You just sign up to be a demonstrator for $99. You get $125 worth of stuff. The machine is $120, which means you have a $5 extra to throw in some glue or something. It gets shipped to you for free. You never have to place another order again. The Stampin' Up! Police will not come after you. You'll have 3 months where you can use your demonstratorship, and now's the great time to get a discount because you're going to be making your holiday things, right? So you can use your discount to get holiday paper and all kinds of envelopes and all those things to make your holiday projects. And then after 3 months, you just don't do anything and your demonstratorship goes away. And then instead of ordering from yourself with your discount, you just come back to ordering with me. So it's a great way to get your hands on this new machine. On that note, I will just say, have a great Tuesday night. If you have any questions, leave a comment other than the fact that you weren't able to see the video, and I'll try to put it together and get it up on YouTube. But thanks for watching, and hey, like I say, come for the fun and stay for the bloopers. Good night.